Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. Today is May 31st. I'm going to cover today's link to today's anniversaries below, and we're going to pick up with this series of videos I'm doing reacting to a very interesting discussion. Tim Pool's kind of hosting it, but he's participating a lot as well. It's between pro-life activist Kristen Hawkins and a pastor named Ryan Phipps, who seems to have never encountered an abortion he didn't like. So he's pretty cookie cutter, hardcore abortion advocacy. Put a nickel in him and a National Abortion Federation or Planned Parenthood talking point will come out. I suppose you got to put $1 in now. So we're just going to pick up where we did last time. I'm going to link to Tim's video below, and I'm going to link to my Tim Pool reaction playlist.
It becomes capable of preserving the life of the unborn at earlier and earlier dates.
Viability continues to change.
Right. So this is a particularly difficult question that I think ultimately, under the law and the Constitution, I feel, whether I care, like it or not, the inevitable conclusion is a total ban on abortion, irrespective of people's religion or anything.
Yeah.
For two reasons: the constitutional question of the 14th Amendment and the expansion of technology. I think we may find ourselves at a period where the moment a woman gets pregnant, the law will protect that even one day of pregnancy as a life, and then the argument becomes there's no reason to kill it, we'll transfer it to an artificial womb.
That's right.
And there is no way the abortion rights movement would get on board with this. In every single frozen embryo case, they have sided with whoever wants the embryos destroyed, even if the woman in question is begging and pleading. And there are no more wanted embryos in the world than one that you went to all the expense and trouble and pain to create in an IVF lab.
And that's coming. That day's actually coming. They are, for better or for worse, they are quickly developing artificial wombs because of the issue of surrogacy and the ethical dilemmas that come with the issue of surrogacy, right? Talking about telling a woman what to do. Two men can hire and rent out a woman's womb, and then if the baby is the wrong gender or has a chromosomal abnormality, they can demand that she then kill the child in her womb, completely eliminating her rights.
We chipped a little bit because I do have a question.
That's really interesting thing that she brought up, and I don't want to get into the details because I want to be reacting to what they're saying here. But you can comment about that below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, but let's hear where Tim goes with this and where the pastor and Kristen go forward.
I assume I know the pro-life answer to this, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Down syndrome. So Iceland famously
Said they cured it.
Yeah, I don't know, cure is the right word. But
No, they used the word.
they use the word cure. Wow. But what they do is, if they find or believe there's a high probability of Down syndrome in the unborn, they terminate the pregnancy. I'm curious.
Terminate the pregnancy,
I don't
Tim.
understand Icelandic law.
I'm asking.
He wasn't asking you about Icelandic law. He was asking what you thought of it. What you thought of the idea of weeding out people with Down syndrome in utero.
A legal question. I'm just curious about the moral
Should it be
position
legal to kill?
Or no. Just to start off the basis.
Moral?
Yeah, like what's your view morally of a woman who is pregnant and she finds out that there's a strong probability the baby will have Down syndrome? Is that, and she says, well, I'd like to terminate this.
That's the whole point, Tim, is that what do I think the woman should do? Is that your question?
No, I'm asking you your thoughts on the morality of terminating Down
As a
syndrome
pastor,
The
is it moral to terminate
The
a person with
morality
Down syndrome?
is that
Ooh. Not do you want it to be legal, but do you think it's moral to snuff Junior because she's got that extra chromosome?
I don't think it is my right to tell the woman what to do.
Okay, so as a pastor, he doesn't believe he should be giving pastoral guidance.
So so even say like black babies.
What about black babies?
Like if a woman found out that she didn't realize, but she found out her baby was part black because the guy she was with was light skinned, and she goes, "Oh heavens, no! I'm going to terminate that pregnancy." That's morally okay.
Because of race?
No, I'm saying
She got
gender.
pregnant
You
and
look at
doesn't
gender,
know.
well, right.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, a woman
I have met
has an encounter,
women
and
who have
she
a
gets
black
pregnant,
boyfriend who's
and
white.
then she finds out that the person had a certain amount of a race she didn't like, so she decides to terminate the baby based on its race.
I think that
Like there's no moral issue in regards like you would say
He's trying to ask, is there any reason that you would find repugnant?
I'm asking, would you say that for...
I think he should have gone with if they identified a gay gene or a trans gene, or they determined that this child was intersex and thus was going to have difficulties. I think especially a gay gene, that would have been really easy if they were able to identify a gay gene. So, Tim, you should have gone with that.
Any or no reason at all, a woman could choose to end the pregnancy.
because
Not end the pregnancy, Tim. All pregnancies end, typically at around 9 months.
the baby's black.
Just any
Just for
reason.
any reason. Maybe she doesn't like it because it's a girl and she wants a boy.
Or her life is in danger.
No.
He just has to weasel, doesn't he?
No,
For
we
any
get
reason.
that. We agree on that one.
I think we all agree on that. That's my point, is that we all agree with abortion.
Well, we
Yeah,
wouldn't call that an
degrees.
abortion because when you're talking about you're talking about a life-threatening circumstance for a woman when you talk to OBGYNs.
Okay, so I'm going to end this here because she is about to go off into a different direction. I just want to point out that this guy kind of weaseled when he was asked about, if the baby was being aborted because it was a member of a class of people that you value, would you think it was morally okay to abort it on the grounds that it's a member of this class of people that you value? And he completely weaseled around that, which I was expecting. And now we're going to go in this direction of life of the mother that I think Kristen should have pounced on earlier.